No one likes the middle. Why? Because in the middle, we feel stuck. It's true in an airplane seat, no one chooses the middle, right? It might be true as a middle child. I think it's true in any given situation though. The beginning is exciting, the ending is a celebration. It's the middle where you get bogged down. In the middle, you feel like you're equally far from where you started out, but you're also just as far from the ending. In the middle, it's when it's most tempting to give up. And in the middle is when our fears can overtake us. In this season, we celebrate the most amazing thing to happen in the history of the world, the resurrection of Jesus. And because of that miracle, we have hope that Jesus is with us in the middle of whatever it is that you are going through. See, one of the scariest things that Jesus' disciples ever went through was this storm on the Sea of Galilee. Their boat was in the middle of the sea being tossed around by the wind and the waves. And it was in the middle when they really began to lose heart. It was in the middle when they lost focus. And it was in the middle when they thought they were going to die, when they thought they were going to drown. Yet it was also in the middle where Jesus showed up. And what was the outcome of that? Well, the disciples, they were calmed by his presence. They came in afraid, nervous, hunched over, and they went out triumphant. They went out bold. They went out comforted because they had been with Jesus. The disciples were calmed by his words. The circumstances didn't change. They were still very much in danger. But as he opened his mouth, he spoke the words, "My peace I give to you," and his words washed over them. The disciples were calmed by his wounds. By showing them his wounds, he was proving to them that he was actually risen, that he was who he said he was, and that he did what he said he'd do, and that he could be trusted. The disciples were calmed by his Spirit. Jesus didn't just speak peace as he sent them, he filled them with his power. Now, just like Jesus showed up in the middle when the disciples were on the sea and he calmed them, I believe that he wants to calm you too. He wants to give you peace. Now, because of his resurrection, we have a hope and a promise that Jesus is going to show up right in the middle of whatever you are facing, whatever you are going through. That's where Jesus wants to show up for you.